Happy Halloween to the tubers out in, at the YouTube garage. It's 12:30. We're headed up to 83 degrees on the outside. Remember, the garage will always stay cooler because it's insulated. And the goal today is to sand and prime that beast. Ken's putting up his Halloween decorations. He usually does a pretty good setup with smoke generator and everything else. So, John Kerry Day here. Like I say, a high to 83 degrees. Let's see. Fridge is stocked, waiting for Halloween. So, we usually end up with a small block party at this end of the street and have a good time at it. So, like I said, I've got to fire this thing up and pull it out. Excuse me, guys. So, you guys want a cold start? Let's see if I can find a good spot for you. Let's see how this is going to look. All right. All right, fellas. Yep, I'm gonna run the broom, move this over into the center, set the garage up and get it ready to paint, and that's what we're gonna do. We're sanding and working on this hood and getting ready to paint it. We're gonna hope to have it in primer. I gave myself until around 4-ish to have this done. I think that's plenty of time. So we'll see. I'll turn this on when I have more. Later, guys. Hey, fellas, it's a little after 1. And we got the entire hood in 80 scratch. Block sanding it. Next we'll do is, what we're gonna do, let's see, that's 220, 120. And that's what we'll prime it in. Yeah, next we'll do 120 scratch. And that's what she'll be primed in. I'm only gonna do, this is just a quick coat. I just want to see how the gaps came out. That's basically it. And see if I'm headed in the right direction on this. So, when I get more, I'll turn this back on. Later. Alright, fellas, it's going on 2. I gotta wipe down the hood yet with this. And then hit it with a tack rag. I'm going to hit it with etch on the bare metal parts. And then we'll let that set up for the 30 minutes or so. Then we'll wipe her down again and hit it with some 2K. So that's where we're at. When I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Okay, fellas, it's a little after 2. And I got a coat of etch where it needed to be. Got the stuff laid down nice. Alright, we're going to let it set up for about 30 minutes. I already had to change the tip back to the 1.8 from the 1.4 in the gun. This is a damn good little gun for priming so far. I'm not going to use it for color, but for priming this thing's working out pretty good. Yeah, we'll give it 30 minutes. And then we'll tack rag it down and we'll start putting some 2K on it. Maybe the second coat I'll turn on while I'm waiting for it to flash for the 10-15 minutes. I'll turn on the camera and we'll see where we can mount it somewhere for you guys to watch. Thanks for watching, and when I have more, I'll turn it back on later.
I found my tripod, so I'll give you some shots. I'll turn the camera back on when I get ready to do the second coat. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes. We'll give the second coat, the last coat, and then we're done. Ran out of paint, gotta mix another batch.
Sorry I didn't keep this on while I remixed and finished shooting the hood, but I wanted to get this done. Remember, I had to give myself a 4 o'clock deadline because of being Halloween night and granddaughters are here, and I want this to have time to cure so when my son gets home we can put it on the car. That's the test I wanted to see. So, oh, excuse me, in here without a mask and it still stinks. So this is how it came out. Came out pretty good. Got something going on here, but we'll find out when we block sand it. Again, this is just to sit there and lay against, to give me some contrast against the black fenders to see how my gaps are doing. Remember, it was an 11/64 rod I welded on each side. Joint roughly right about in here. The hood's been roughly sanded down, everything else, because I know I was going to have to hit it again. But we'll continue on with this video when my son gets home, and we go ahead and get the hood installed on the car, because that's what I want to do before it really gets to Halloween. I think he should be home probably in the next 30 or 40 minutes. By that time this thing should be totally cured. And we'll turn it back on then and show you guys how it looks sitting in the car. So as always, thanks for watching. We'll add to the last of this with the hood installed, and then we'll upload this later, guys. Alright, gap is good. It's a little tight right in here, so we can grind it down. It's a lot better than what it was. And then we're a little wide here still, but it comes back to where it's pretty tight back in here, so we can grind it down. All in all, I'm happy with the results. I mean, I'd rather take metal off than be putting more on. And if I take the hood and cock it just a little bit this way, after I trim up there, this will be pretty good. So, it's looking a lot better. So, tomorrow, because we will be dropping temperature today. Today we were high out here of 83, and tomorrow it will be dropping down to a high of 60. So we'll be cold, and tomorrow we'll work on the header piece. Again, we're going to use the new one, not the original one or the old one. I can't say it's original because it isn't original to a car. The guy who had the car before had gotten a front end accident, and he put a 67 clip on it, and so we will be working on this and trying to take care of the gaps on this. That's why I have this plate steel. So it's getting to be Halloween evening. You guys have a good one out there. Anthony, I'm going to try some of it tonight, along with some of those, and some of that, and some of those, and yeah, we end up with a small block party up here that we hang out at one neighbor right next door, and we get the whole cul-de-sac involved. So you guys have a nice Halloween evening. Don't eat too much candy, don't drink too much, and definitely don't drink and drive. And we'll pick this up tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Later.